Give him a shake. And just beat the devil out of him. Sometimes those brushes get away and they go, zoom, clean the other side of the room. That's when you find out who your friends are.
Hey, welcome, folks, to the Basement Show podcast. That's right, baby.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be for you and me. The only show filmed in a basement that we know of. Praise the Lord. That's right, baby. That's right. I am Rageaholic Ryan. And to my left is the one and only Triptronic Transmission Tara. That's right, T. Yeah. Thank you for sliding down the bulkhead with us. We've got a great show for you today. Please, won't you? Yes, baby. Thank you for doing that too. Then whip your dipsy-do AZZ on over to that notification bell so you'll know ASAP Rocky when we upload new mediocre content and shorts. Also, put us in your car, kid. Take us with you. The Basement Show on the go, yo. We're everywhere streaming things are streamed. TikTok, Spotify, Audible, iHeartRadio, Kids, SoundCloud. And feel free to hit us up on the Google voicemail. Follow the non-existent bouncing ball below. That number is 617-286-2203. And we're also on the Instagram at the.basementshow podcast. And also, lastly but not leastly, as I rise to the top like the cream of the crop horse, the Basement Show podcast merch line is up, running, and especiale at the printify.com. Go ahead.
Link in description.
Link in description box below. Yo, get it. Wear it. Rep. Okay? That's what I'm saying. How you doing, T?
Look fashionable and
That's
be
right.
the envy of your friends.
That's right. Be the coolest kid on your street with an education that can't be beat.
Oh!
That's right. Brought to you by the Basement Show podcast. So how are you this week?
Okay. I had we had to have the exterminator come back.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is this the Orkin man?
No, it's just some guy.
Yeah.
Just some random guy in a van.
Yeah.
He just shows up and he's like, "You got bugs?"
That's right. I'm the pest eliminator.
No, I suspected that because last year we had a mouse
in the house.
Yes.
Oh boy.
He was a louse.
Oh, this was the mouse that was tipping over your prescription bottles in the kitchen and then held you up at gunpoint with an M16. Here's my meds.
The man pulled a knife on me. That's all I'm saying.
It's a mouse with a knife.
He was.
Get out.
Shanking.
Yeah.
So, so I saw evidence that he might be back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return of the Mac.
Yeah.
So I called.
Imagine him over in the corner. It is. Come on. Watch out now.
That's a good song.
It is a
it's
great
very 90s song.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I love it. Never gets old.
We called them up because the service that whatever it was he did is supposed to be guaranteed for a year.
Really?
And it has not been a year yet.
It hasn't. And
no.
This is a pretty consistent mouse.
Yeah, he's pretty belligerent.
Is it the Mighty Mouse?
I don't know.
I think he'd be more accommodating if he was, though.
I don't know. I used to watch. I used to watch Mighty Mouse.
Me too.
And one of my favorite things about the Mighty Mouse was when they had like the Super Friends.
Absolutely.
They had like Tornado Man.
Yeah, everyone needs a super friend. That's why I have you.
Strong Man. What was they had like a cuckoo guy. He was like Cuckoo Bird Man or something.
Yeah, it was probably me.
I'm not making it up.
Oh, no, I know. I'm gonna have to look him up, actually.
Anyway, so the Cuckoo Man, I'm pretty sure that's what his name was. So he came out and he didn't charge us because it hasn't been a year yet.
That's right.
And he's like, Well, I don't know. He just kind of came in the basement, did something, and then left. And he's like, "Give me a call." And I was like, and I asked Jay because I wasn't privy to because I was working.
Give me a call. Nothing got
So
done.
I'm like, "What did he do?" And he goes, "I don't know. He just went. He went down there and
I'll
he
tell
was
you
down
what
there
he
for a
did.
little."
I'm going to tell you. He came downstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came into our beloved basement.
Yeah.
All right. And he put his ear up against the chimney and he just went like this. I'm going to find you. That's all he did.
I don't know who you are, but I will find you.
Oh, man. Let's break these people off like a Charleston chew fresh out the freezer. All right. We're going to start off with Oddly Enough,
It
correct?
hurt my teeth.
Didn't it, though?
Yeah.
Avatar.
We can certainly start off with Oddly Enough.
All right. Let's hit him off with it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I got a sinus thing
It's
happening.
okay. It's already.
So a driver gets fined $129,000 after the latest speeding episode in Finland.
Ooh. Wow.
This is in Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Yes, sir. A wealthy driver has been fined $129,000. We already said that.
Yes.
For speeding in Finland, where such penalties are calculated on the basis of the offender's income.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. We'd have, imagine that in the USA. We'd have snobs paying up all over the place. Oh, I was only doing 200 in my brand new Mercedes. Yeah. Okay.
That would be good for me.
Yeah.
Tara, $5.
$5.
$5.
Yeah, that's right.
I regret the matter, the main newspaper for the island said, quoting Anders Wickloff,
Wow.
which is the gentleman.
Yeah.
Wickloff was driving 82 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to 51 miles per hour, and a 51,
Ooh.
which is 31 miles per hour.
Okay.
When police stopped and ticketed him Saturday, along with getting the fine, he had his driver's license suspended for 10 days. Ouch.
Just stop writing. Look, I am merely trying to explain why I might have exceeded the speed limit.
You're playing the male lead in a homage to William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, and you're late for the dress rehearsal. You think this is sufficient reason to travel at 48 in a 30 zone?
Well,
To flout speed limits specifically put in place to save lives?
Look, this is preposterous.
Preposterous.
Look, stop writing!
Stop writing.
It wasn't the first time Wickloff was caught driving too fast. In 2018, he was fined 63,000 euros, which is about $68,000.
Oh.
And he had to cough up 95,000 euros, about $102,000, 5 years later.
Damn.
Wickloff is chairman of a holding company that includes businesses in logistics, helicopter services, real estate, trade, and tourism sectors. That stinks.
Wow. So why doesn't he just cop to work?
Ah,
You know what I mean? What are they gonna pull you over on the side
Excuse
of the skyway? You know, and be like,
well,
you know
I
how
think it would
fast you were
be.
flying?
I think it would be. I think it would be cheaper for him.
Probably. You'd save lots of money. You know what I mean? If this guy keeps up this type of behavior, he's going to end up being like a Lyft
Type of
driver
behavior.
or door dashing. You know, he could have himself a whole different life if he's not careful because he is finished. Yeah, it's all over. Yeah, bad jokes. Here we go. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Not for him.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I saw that and I was like, "Wow." I
Pedal
can't
bike.
even imagine.
Go
that
pedal
would
bike.
that would put me under.
Yeah, that would.
That would put me under.
That would. All right, so that segues us. I can't use that word anymore, segue, because I can't pronounce it right. Anyway, anywho, let's jump on over to stupid crimes. Yeah.
Stupid crime you can be charged for. This
Yeah.
weird law comes to us from Ohio.
Ohio.
In Toledo, it is illegal to throw a snake at anybody. Doing so will result in a fine and very probably make the snake dizzy.
Really?
Yes.
Well, we don't want a dizzy snake, especially on a Saturday night. So, it's
Dizzy up them snakes.
Yeah, get them snakes all wobbly and dizzy and throw them at each other. That sounds like either a fantastic house party or the church.
That sounds like the worst party I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
I don't like snakes at all.
Yeah, well, Ohio, so it's illegal to throw a snake. I would think that it would be illegal anywhere. You know what I mean?
Well, Ohio really put their foot down
Right,
about it.
yeah, they did. Out, nasty serpent.
It was happening enough where they were like, we need something in the books.
We do.
We need to do something about this.
We need to do something about this right now. We need to rid all of Ohio of all snakes and creatures, whores. Wow. So has there been any cases of people like just walking up to each other and just whacking each other with a snake?
I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I don't like snakes. I wouldn't even want to see that happen.
Yeah, no way. No freaking way.
I saw a video the other day
Yeah?
on topic. I have no idea where it was from. But it was this woman, and she was very, very calm.
Mm-hmm.
And there was like a cobra snake on
lovely.
these steps.
Lovely, yeah.
I know. And she took like this container, and she put it over him.
Yeah.
And then slowly fed him into the container.
Oh, nice.
And then slid it to the edge of the step and then put the cover on.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I would have run away screaming.
Did I ever tell you my snake story?
No.
Oh. So, okay, it's a lovely summer day back in like 1990. All right. I'm like, 10, something like that. A lot younger than I am today. And I'm walking down the boardwalk towards, the steps to go down onto the beach. And at the end of the boardwalk, I see something doing this, T. It's like this. Coming up between the wood slats of the boardwalk. It was a snake, T.
No! God, please, no!
Yes.
No!
No.
No!
No. God. It was almost like it was playing a game with me. He's like, see me? I'm going to get you. No, I'm
No!
not. See me? I'm going to get you.
Peekaboo.
No, I'm not. Yeah. On the boardwalk when I'm losing my life due to a snake bite. Yeah, I don't think so. All right. So now I'm getting heaved out. So that's enough of the stupid crimes for this week.
Got the shakes.
That's right. So this week, what did I pick? We got Get the F Out of Here. Oh, yeah. So this week, one of the topics goes out to poorly made frozen treats.
Oh.
Yeah. You and I had our Productione meeting yesterday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like we do every Friday. And, yeah, at first when I told this to you, you're like, okay, that sounds like it could be decent. But I only report this week because of the experience that I had earlier on in the week. Obviously, on the Basement Show podcast, we don't really call people out, name names.
Don't we, though?
We do. And that's okay. It's our show. So I had said...
Want to keep your name out of the papers? There's a price.
Right. I had said popsicle this week, and I was enjoying said frozen treat until I was towards the end. And I'm excited because I'm getting towards the joke at the end of the popsicle stick.
it's got the printing on the thing. Yeah.
So I'm at the very end, and as I'm finishing the popsicle frozen treat, I go to take the stick out, and I got a splinter from the popsicle stick in my little taste bud.
Ooh.
And you would have thought it was King Charles or King whatever with Excalibur driving like the sword through my taste bud. If there's any way to... it was extremely off-putting. I did not like it at all.
I find your methods off-putting.
That's right. And the second Get the F Out of Here for this week. But did you want to touch on the frozen treat thing first?
Well, when I was a kid...
Yeah.
Sometimes in school, as like a treat near the end of the year.
Yeah.
And occasionally my mom might consider buying them, like the old school Hoodsie Cup.
Love them.
Hoodsie Cups, because we have people from all over. So a Hoodsie Cup is a small, like little container,
Like
very
little,
small.
Yeah, little cup.
Little ice cream for one.
Yep.
Usually one side is like vanilla and the other side might be chocolate.
It's a very intimate ice cream experience.
or you have one that I used to like the one that did like the swirl, like the gel swirl.
Oh, yeah.
Like the strawberry.
Yep, because you'd peel the top off.
Yeah.
And then you'd have that strawberry,
like the jelly stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was weirdly delicious with that ice cream.
It was. And those used to come with a little wooden spoon.
Yes, they did.
Like you open it up, and then there'd be like a wooden spoon attached to the top of it. It was like you were going camping or something.
No, it was like you were going to the doctor and they were putting the tongue depressor down. That's how big that sucker was.
Yeah. But like you hit that the wrong way, and it's like,
oh, you scrape a tooth on the inside, or like that thing starts to break apart. Yeah, you're
But
done.
they don't. And now, I mean, maybe too many people got hurt on them, but they don't sell the little wooden spoon with the hoodsie cup anymore.
No, because humans are stupid. We're stupid.
You know what? And just to expand on this a little bit. One of the things I used to love was this thing they called an otter pop.
Oh, we had tons of those. I loved them.
Thank you for remembering otter pops.
I love otter pops. Who was your favorite?
I used to like the blue one.
That was my favorite too.
Yeah.
That's why we're best friends. I'm telling you right now.
So otter pops are what would you call it? Basically, it's like
it's kind of like
plastic.
It's like flavor
tube.
ice, like in the plastic tube, but they're a little shorter because they're otters.
With just, I mean, it's basically just ice with like dye
and sugar
and a little bit of flavoring to it.
And
the lime one was good too.
The lime one was very underrated, but very refreshing.
And on the packaging, they had these little otters, and sometimes they'd be fancy. I think they had like a French one and a beret.
French one. They had one with a cane.
Yeah.
The other one had his arms folded like, you gonna mess with my hood?
Yeah.
Really? Try me, ho. I don't think so.
But excuse me, but because they were plastic.
Wrapped in plastic.
And sometimes you'd be like, dealing with it.
Yeah.
The plastic sometimes could cut your tongue.
The plastic shrapnel on the side when you're trying to get all the juices from the bottom of the otter pop.
My juice!
And you're like, what? Like that. And then you get some Yeah. It was a tough life. I mean, growing up in the hood with otter pops was not an easy struggle. It was very real.
Yeah. We didn't have all these safety precautions that they have now.
No, we had tongue depressor sized wooden spoons for our mini, ice creams. How do you think we're going to get ahead in life?
Yeah.
I'm surprised we made it down the basement.
We got purple rings around our ankles from Skippets.
Yes, we do. Oh, we got busted ass cheeks from Skippets, too. Yeah, I shouldn't be doing stuff like that at 44 years old, but I digress. So the second get the F out of here topic we have for this week is mailbox etiquette, also pronounced in France as etiquette. There should be congregational time limits, especially if you live in a place where it's like a whole unit of mail boxes, like if it's an apartment complex, or you live in like a trailer community or stuff like that. I think the most important thing to remember is that just because you're who you are doesn't give you the right to deny people access to their bills that they don't want to pay. I know it's. What
I'm getting from this is get your junk mail and get out of the way.
Yes.
Yeah?
The line is now paused after growing more than 5 miles long, and the wait time is estimated to be about 14 hours. And now we're hearing there's even a line for the line.
Yes. So, and that's the thing. There's ways to go about it. You step out of the vehicle. You make sure that you're not blocking an entrance. You watch out for the ramp, stuff like that. But
do people take like golf? Because this is like an older area. So do people take like golf carts to the mail thing?
See, they don't. But I really.
Do they all drive, or is it like?
A lot of them drive, but they shouldn't. So I think golf carts would be a better option. Preferably a golf cart that is able to go off road.
Wow.
Something like that. But this happens in communities
I'm
all over the
caught up
world.
on it. A lot of them drive, but they shouldn't.
Yeah, and there's always that one person too, that one douchemeister that has to leave their package in the package room for like half a month. And of course they ordered like the biggest couch they could, or like biggest accessory they could. And it's like, oh, I know it's there. I'll just get to it when I want to. Yeah, no, that don't fly. So, that last one goes out to mailbox etiquette. Try and practice it. Be good with it. You know what I mean? It reduces paper cuts for everybody. All right? So
Get out of the way. That's what
right.
Ryan wants
That's
you to
right.
do. Get out of the way.
I'm trying to collect bills I cannot pay. All right? So thanks. So that leads us into our newer segment, shower thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless you have a comment on the.
No, I
male
was
etiquette.
just gonna say I've been dealing with like I've been knocking off my health problems since
Oh.
November.
Yes, you have actually.
So
big ups to you.
yeah,
Big
and
kudos.
so I think it was last Saturday.
Yeah.
Or the Saturday prior, I sat down because I had all of these like things from the hospital and things from the doctor's office, all this stuff. By the time I was done, I had a stack like this
Yeah.
of bills, and I
Yep.
went through and I paid all of them.
Wow.
And I was sitting there and I was like, this is depressing as heck.
Isn't it?
So I went walking to throw them in the recycle, and Jay goes, "What is that?" And he goes, "Were you cleaning your file cabinet or something?" I said, "No, these are all medical bills.
It's the cost of getting healthy and well.
I've paid them all." And he went, "Wow." I said, "Yeah, congratulate me for adulting."
Yeah, hit that button. All right. All right. You're such a good adult.
I know.
Aren't you? And then we get to come down here and play on Saturday. That's lovely. So, shower thoughts. Yeah, get that water running. All right.
Yep.
We want you to get hot and ready.
I
You want to kick it off this week, T?
want to know why the tourists of Gilligan's Island, they really had a lot of clothes with them for a 3-hour tour.
They really did, though. Significantly overpacked, especially Ginger. Like, of course. But, all right.
That's that. I mean, because if you're only going someplace for a couple hours, you don't need more than a knapsack.
Right, exactly. That would not... A whole suitcase or 2 suitcases does not...
How many polos and khakis do you need?
For a 3-hour tour. Really, folks. Really.
Excuse me. Yeah,
It's excessive. It's excessive.
I found it to be excessive.
And you
yes.
could be donating those extra clothes to someone who really needs them. You know what I mean?
Really, you've got it to spare if you're bringing it on a little tour.
Right, and you got 3 hours to do it. So let's get this collection bag going, okay? Lazy
Collection
bastards.
bags.
Yeah. So, what else were you thinking about?
No, that was my main.
All right.
Yeah.
That was your main thing. Well, I got a few things this week.
All right.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you are. So, I'm in said shower, and I just got the Amazon gift card you got me for my birthday. I decided to treat myself to a really nice bar of soap from this company in San Francisco.
Yeah.
And, the soap arrives, and it's about this big, T. I'm not lying. It's like
Wow.
this, and it's about as
That's
thick.
a honking bar of
That's
soap.
what I'm saying. I was like, I guess they really want me to feel like a man, So, I got the soap.
I would think that'd be the opposite, because you would feel like your hands are very small holding a bar of soap like
look
that.
at my hands. I got baby hands. I'm like, yeah, I'm carrying it like it's the Sacred Heart. You know what I mean? Like into the shower, and it's like, so I place
Hoisting it upon the
yes,
shelf.
I place it down on the shelf, and then I'm using it because I'm showering, and these soap companies, they try too hard. They really do. They're like, we're gonna send you the biggest,
Really?
baddest bar of soap, and they should put a disclaimer on it because A, all right, it's soap, it's slippery, and B, when that bar of soap lands on your big toe, it's really bad. It's really bad. Like, I didn't think I was going to make it in to do the show this morning. 'Cause my toe.
I've got bruising.
My toe is bad. So yeah.
I use like a liquid.
Yeah, like a body wash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tried to find the one that I like to use, but they didn't have it at the dollar stores.
My problem with that is, like, once you get used to one and you're like, oh, I really like this one,
Yep.
that's when they discontinue it.
Of course
and then
they
you
do.
can't find it anymore.
And then you go in and they're like, nope, blaming COVID still.
I was in a store a couple weeks ago and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I'm buying like 3.
Yes, stock up. That's
Yes.
the way to be nowadays,
You have to.
Yeah. So I also was thinking of, how much does the world's best bathrobe cost? Well, because, I'm not taking a bath, I'm in the shower mode, but,
I don't stay in those kind of hotels.
Right, exactly. Neither do I. So that prompts the question. And also, obviously random, it's a shower thought. I don't have to apologize for this. I absolutely love sweet spicy chili Doritos. Oh my god.
Really?
They're so freaking good.
Wow.
Yeah. And
I like Werther's Originals because apparently I'm turning into a grandparent.
yes. Do you have like 8 pounds of them in your front pockets? Because they have like we could do a whole show about how senior citizens have some form of hard candy on them at all times.
We'll have to jot that down.
We will. We'll jot that down.
But I ordered some. They
Yeah.
came the other day.
Yeah.
And their flavors, there's a couple flavors I haven't seen in the store, so I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. You know what else
That's
I
what
like?
I got going on in my life.
I like those other ones too. They're called nips.
Oh, the nips? Yeah, those are
The
good.
coffee flavored ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last thought I had was the bunnies that we feed at night outside. We go out and give them little bits of cereal and stuff like that. And I want to talk to them. I want to ask them, Bunny, do you prefer regular Cheerios or do you prefer the Honey Nut Cheerios? So yeah, that's. I'm wondering if reporting on this stuff is why people don't watch us. But that's a story for another time.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Oh man, you're awesome. I love doing this shit with you. All right, that brings us into today. I learned. You gonna learn me something?
Why wouldn't I learn you something?
Yeah, let's do it. That was great. You're funny to me.
I'm not funny to you.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh.
that was great.
Today I learned, bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
In 2009, Burger King ran a Whopper sacrifice
What?
campaign,
They did?
which gave a free Whopper to anyone who deleted 10 friends on Facebook.
Ooh.
Facebook suspended the program because Burger King was alerting people, telling them they've been dropped for a Whopper.
Ooh.
Oh!
That's so salty too. Imagine your relationship like hanging
Yeah.
literally by a Whopper.
Jeff, why'd you unfriend me? I really wanted a Whopper today.
I was hungry and I'm also homeless, so our friendship doesn't mean anything.
Don't think the Burger King fun ends there.
It doesn't.
It won't.
Nope. You're gonna have it your way.
Burger King launched a 40 million ad campaign in November of 1985
Woo.
called Where's Herb?
Herb.
Like herb. The idea was to find a character named Herb who'd never been to BK.
Huh.
Other chains pointed out that if Herb wasn't at BK, that meant he probably liked other chains' burgers more, and BK profits fell 40% in 1986.
Wow. So the Hamburglar was part of this. They kidnapped his ass.
Wake up with BK Joe. 100% Arabica beans. Decaf, regular, and turbo strength for you, sleepyhead. New BK Joe. Wide awake with the king.
One more. For April Fool's Day in 1998, Burger King took out a full-page ad in USA Today introducing a Whopper designed especially for lefties.
Ooh, lefty Whopper.
The new burger would contain the same ingredients as the original, but rotated 180 degrees.
Ooh.
Thousands of customers swarmed BK restaurants requesting the Lefty Whopper.
Wow, lefty Whopper.
That's like when someone says, "Can you hand me the left-handed screwdriver?"
Yeah, exactly. Can you get me a bucket of steam, stat, please, and a light bulb repair kit? Thank you.
I need my blinker fluid.
Yeah, don't forget that blinker fluid, folks. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to try and have it my way today. And that rolls
You
us
can try.
into Horrible
Oh,
History. We love this one, don't we?
We do.
We love them all, but there's such a special place
A special place?
for Horrible History. Yeah.
Oh, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's put this puppy over here.
Yes, we shall.
Open your history book to page 7, chapter 14.
That's right, kids. Here we go.
Madame Tussaud was forced to make death masks.
Ooh, nice hobby.
Yeah. It's good work if you can get it.
That's right. Now we're a little dead right now.
Few people knew the unapologetic sensationalism, that's a fun word,
That is.
of Victorian popular culture better than Marie Grisholtz, better known as Madame Tussaud,
Madame Tussauds.
of wax museum fame.
Yes.
Born to a family line-dotted with public executioners,
Ooh.
and apprenticed to her mother's employer, an anatomist who sculpted in wax, Marie was not exactly the sort of girl who dreamed of white lace and piano lessons.
Oh.
Instead, she honed her skills making death masks from guillotine heads during the French Revolution.
Whoa.
I know.
Oh, my head. I have lost it.
Marie was born in 1761. Her mother, a widow, was housekeeper to the famous waxmaker and entomologist Philippe Cotis,
Ooh, Philippe Cotis.
who all but adopted Marie. Rumors abound. Was Curtis her uncle, her father, or a convenient cover for parentage by an unknown noble? Curtis considered the girl a prize pupil, and in his wax salon, Marie encountered many of Paris's prominent citizens. Her first sculpture was a likeness of Voltaire. In the 18th century, waxworks became popular as public, paid attraction, and women, including London's famous Miss Salmon and Patience Wright, that's the person's name,
Wow.
in Philadelphia, were surprisingly prominent in the trade. Perhaps this was because wax was seen as a lesser medium for sculpting, or because male academics and artists satisfied themselves it was an amateur pursuit. But whatever the reason, Marie ran with it, bringing along her artistry and iron stomach, social savvy, and a liberal definition of educational entertainment. That's what we do
That's
here.
what we do here.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, Madame Tussauds.
The French Revolution created new demand for wax figures. As Pamela Pilbeam details in her book, Madame Tussaud and the History of Waxworks. Typically, wax heads mounted on custom mannequin bodies became a sort of real-time political commentary for Parisians
Wow.
in salons like those Curtis operated.
Wow.
And while Curtis was out participating in the city's political and military life, it often fell to Marie to make death masks of the revolution's recently decapitated victims.
Oh.
The work required equal comfort in palaces and prisons, and certain ease with the grotesque. I would assume so, yes. In her memoirs, Tussaud claimed that she sat on the steps of the exhibition with the bloody heads on her knees, taking the impressions of their features. Fun.
Yeah.
Success in waxworks involved not only artistic skill and patience, but an ear to the ground and fast feet. When Charlotte Corday murdered the radical Jean-Paul Marat in his bathtub, Marie got to the scene so fast, the killer was still being processed by law enforcement.
Wow.
She was known to seize quickly upon every trend in fashion, making new models to explore what Pilbeam called the snobbish glamour of royalty, as well as the thrill of being au fait with the latest gruesome murder or assassination.
Snob glam. Do it.
Moreover, she had authenticity on her side. Anyone could make a diorama, but only Madame Tussaud could claim she had taken her cast from the very individuals she portrayed.
That's right. Heads will roll.
As she got older, Marie capitalized on the chance to rein in her travel and tap into the growing promenade market of families with discretionary income.
Wow.
She settled into a standing location in London's fashionable Baker Street in the middle 1830s, when she was still 74 and still greeting guests personally. Tussaud's Baker Street gallery featured a 5,000 square foot grand salon covered in ornate drapery and offered comfortable seating where visitors could take in sculpture, helpfully flattered by the large mirrors on the wall, generously reflecting the figures from every angle.
Huh. Nice.
Madame Marie knew that the public, then as now, would go nuts for two things: royal fever and horror shows.
Yes.
and she gladly provided immersion with both. Insinuating herself with the upper class, Tussaud grew her popularity to the point where she was able to not only model Europe's elite, but to purchase King George VI's coronation robes and Napoleon's own carriage. All better to ornament displays in the Golden Chamber in the early 1840s. Tussaud put together a royal display with Albert sliding the wedding ring onto Queen Victoria's finger, and commissioned, with Queen's permission, a precise copy of her wedding gown at a cost of £1,000.
Wow, which was huge back then. That was a lot of money back then. Wow.
We're wrapping it up. The Chamber of Horrors, often euphemistically referred to as adjoining or other room for decorum's sake, featured grisly recreations of murder scenes so infamous that criminals headed for execution would sometimes donate their own clothing to the gallery in the interest of veracity.
Damn.
The Chamber of Horrors paid tribute to the Revolution with a working-scale model guillotine.
Ooh.
And heads of Louis XV, Marie Antoinette, and Robespierre, and later grimly squashed in to reflect the botched suicide attempt in which Robespierre allegedly shot off half his own jaw.
Oh.
I know.
Man. You're going to need a dentist stat. Wow.
So, body snatchers William Burke and William Hare were a popular tableau. When a lodger in Hare's house died, the men decided to sell the body to surgeons faced with a cadaver shortage.
Huh.
It worked out so well, and unlike grave robbing, no sweaty digging involved. Burke and Hare killed 16 more people to repeat that transaction, bringing them in sacks to the hospital for no questions asked.
Death sacks.
Marie cast Burke's head 3 hours after his execution in 1829. Hare turned King's evidence and escaped the gallows, but was modeled from life by Tussaud's sons, who at that time had joined her in her business.
Wow.
Yes. Huh. So, presiding over a gallery of wax warriors, dead revolutionaries, and serial murderers, Marie would brook no criticism, instead proclaiming what a public service she offered.
Yeah.
Madame Tussaud, in offering this little work to the public, has endeavored to blend utility and amusement. The following pages contained a general outline of history of each character represented in the exhibition, which will not only increase the pleasure to be derived from a mere view of the figure, but will also convey to the minds of a young person much biographical knowledge, a branch of education allowed to be the highest of importance.
Wow. Wow.
There you go.
Good job, T. Good job.
Well
done, friend. Well done.
Well, I got it. So, she was a hustler and did her part, as her contemporary P.T. Barnum did in the U.S., to create what we recognize as the modern concept of celebrity, renown not being something you achieve after death with sober legacy, but something you cultivate in life by slacking the public thirst.
Wow.
She died in 1850 with credit for England's most popular tourist attraction, and even the usually grumpy satirical magazines had to admit, in these days, no one can be considered popular unless they are admitted into the company of Madame Tussaud's celebrities in Baker Street.
Wow.
Now I'm done.
All right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That was a long one.
It was. All right. So that brings us into the random word generator. This is where T and I will go on the random word generator, generate a word, plug it into YouTube, and deal with the results and report them to you. So I'll start off, give you a little breather.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I don't know if I can get through all this.
So my word this week was censorship.
No.
Capital CENSORSHIP. And I plugged that into YouTube, and the channel that popped up was called Oddco. ODDK. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So the video is called We Are Animals.
Oh, fun.
Well, yeah, it's kind of fun. 3 minutes and 34 seconds, 64,000 likes, posted April 14th of this year. It's got 117,000 views. It's basically a combination of CGI, death metal,
Jesus.
gimp masks,
What?
and total anarchy via music video. So they go on to say in said video that they're animals, okay? They have lots of swears, and they say, and
Lots of swears.
"Hey, MFers, don't you dare." So that's what these guys say over at Oddco. The channel is Oddco, ODDKO. So if you're looking for some heavy death metal, you want to grab a pillow and punch it, head on over there and check out that video. It's really...
Wow.
Yeah, it's exciting. You will not be bored. Let's put it that way. You will not be bored. So check it out, folks. And that's all I got for this week.
I feel like I won this week.
You probably did.
Let me give you my stats.
Okay.
My random word was sunbeam.
Oh,
Okay.
like me.
Yeah. So my video was sunbeam express heat heating pad
Ooh, that sounds nice.
on the channel Sunbeam.
Oh, I'm warm.
It is 22 seconds long.
Oh, you definitely won on time alone.
So let me break this down for you, because
Yeah.
it's very, very quick, very
That's fine.
easy.
Pay attention.
A woman looks like she's been totally through it,
Yep.
plops down on the sofa, wraps herself in this heating pad, and turns it up to 10.
Oh, all the way up. Oh, that's spicy.
Oh, she was cranking it. She
have
had a day.
Do you have her phone number?
Nah.
Oh.
So my top comment,
Yep.
you're going to love this comment.
I
My
am.
top comment. Are there cleaning videos for this specific heating pad?
That's great. Well, if you don't clean the things that take care of you, then they won't. So, yeah. Wow.
I want to know what's occurring in this person's life.
Yeah, exactly.
That they go on YouTube and be like, is there a cleaning video for
Right.
this?
Do you sell a separate cleaning kit for this particular sunbeam?
I need to know.
Yes, right now. Wow. You definitely won.
I don't win often.
No,
so-
you don't, but when you do, you win big. So,
Well,
you know.
that's what I'm here for.
That's right. Take it to the top. And that will bring us to A and I tells the story.
Okay.
This is a segment where T picks a topic, plugs it into the artificial intelligence reader, and then
Yes, sir.
it creates the actual story, and then it reads it in its own particular accent to
Yes,
us.
sir.
So it's nice because we don't have to be responsible for something on the show. You know, it's artificial intelligence. Well, we didn't like it. Well, it's artificial, so I don't know what to tell you.
So we're going to throw this one to...
Who do we got this week?
Let's go to Matthew.
All right.
No, wait. We're going to go to Guy.
Oh, what's up, Guy?
Yeah, Guy.
Yeah, Guy.
All right.
Here we go.
I'm going to call this one Too Hot to Sleep.
Too hot? Can't
To
sleep.
sleep.
It was too hot to sleep. I should know. I tried. I tried for many nights. I couldn't sleep at all. My mind was racing and the images were too vivid to shut out. So I sat up in my bed and tried again. Still couldn't sleep, even though I knew I'd be up all night. Finally, I went to my room and laid down on the bed.
Thought he was already
I tried the same again, this time on my back, but that didn't help.
Didn't know.
In fact, the image of a giant praying mantis standing in front of my face didn't help at all.
A praying mantis.
Like this,
Instead,
T.
my head was throbbing and my vision was blurry. Then I heard something.
Uh-oh.
I was in the middle of an endless night, lying on my bed. Suddenly I felt someone's hand touching my shoulder.
Oh.
My eyes opened and I turned to see a young man. He was tall, maybe 5 feet 7 inches or 5 feet 5 inches. He was wearing a black suit and had a long, black tie. I'm
Maybe
not
it's
sure
Chelsea
how I
lying
felt.
down.
My mind was still a bit foggy, my body still
Foggy.
numb. A voice whispered in my head, telling me to go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Sleep.
Just go down.
So I did.
Go to sleep.
When I awoke, still in bed, I found that he was gone.
Good.
Good.
He was never there.
Oh,
Not in
I'm
any of
tripping,
my
yo.
dreams. I had to sleep on the floor. In the dark.
Now he's on the floor in the dock.
Alone.
Alone.
Now he's
For
naked.
a long, long while.
For a long while.
Then I woke up. There he is standing right in front of me in my bedroom.
Again?
His eyes were dark, like mine, except that his were a bit more gray. He was holding a small box. As he spoke, he moved his hands, as if Italian, and one by one he opened the box and began to unpack it, pulling out the objects inside. He looked at me and then at his box, as if they were the most important things in the world. I'm sorry, I'm not going back to the lab. He said. He was so young, barely out of high school. So innocent looking. I nodded and he smiled again, then he put the object in his mouth and chewed on it for a moment.
What object?
Then he took it out and held it in the palm of his hand.
Yeah, he did.
He held the thing in his palm and looked at it for a moment.
Oh.
What is this? He asked. What? I asked,
What?
confused. What was it?
What?
I looked up. I don't know. There were things in my head. Things that weren't there anymore.
That's right.
Some that were gone.
My brain.
Not gone. He was holding a small object.
Okay.
One of those little plastic things you can get from the dollar store that are so thin that you have to use a knife to cut them open. You can't cut the plastic with a pair of scissors or a razor blade, I don't know. Anyway, he began by taking out a small black box, which was wrapped in plastic and tied with string. Then he unwrapped the black plastic, revealing the contents. He began opening the top of it and then the bottom, carefully, like he was opening a present. When he got to the middle of the box, he began unwrapping it from around the edges, slowly,
Watch
as
it be
if he
a
were
watch.
opening it up for the first and only time.
This thing loves watches.
Then he took out another box. A large box with a large metal handle, the kind you might get in an airport.
It's like nesting dolls.
There was no way I wasn't going to wait and find out what was in the last box. A
We're all
praying
waiting.
mantis. I'm going back to bed.
All right.
All right, praying mantis back to bed. Wow, that was freaky.
It was.
It
Why would
really
he have a
was.
praying mantis in a box?
I don't know. I just know that in the state of Massachusetts, it's illegal to kill what do you call
That's
it?
it?
Praying mantis. Yeah,
He moved his hands as if Italian.
he did.
He Italian. As if Italian. What? Oh
so
my
I had
gosh.
a lot of fun today. How about you?
I did.
It was good stuff. It was good stuff. So please, folks, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Yeah, turn on that notification bell. And remember, okay, rejection is protection, which is redirection.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. And we're going to check the Google voicemail. I hope we have at least one.
Hey, we got one.
Oh,
Here we go.
okay.
Hey guys, it's Juicy Brucey checking in here from the one and only downtown P-Town.
Oh,
So I'm feeling great. Like I said, on the Cape, and come on down to Brucey's Baguettes and Banana Hammocks and have yourself a great summer and don't be a bummer. I love you guys. I'll call you soon. Bye.
All right, that's our one and only correspondent for the Basement Show podcast, Juicy
I like
Brucey.
feeling great on the Cape.
Feeling great on the Cape. Good for you, Brucey. We love you, bud. We love you. And thanks. Thank you for inviting us in and out and all around. And please check out the merch. Watch this episode in succession. Tell all your friends, up and down, all through your town. And you love us, and T and I certainly love you. And we'll be back in two. Yeah. Stories and shorts. We got your info all day and night, yo. Yes.